Yep.
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 Yep. There were two alien. It was the Muppets. Maybe it was Sesame Street.
I gotta look this up. I don't know it.
Everyone's too young, and I'm too old to remember.
I don't know.
Especially our guest. This sounds like this seems like a planned segue. It's not. But our guest is definitely too young to remember anything.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
The young daddy himself.
Pretty young. Lev Fer.
Which is short for Leviathan.
No.
Ferrywings.
No, it's
Fagarius.
short for Leviathan.
No, it's
Ferguson.
No, it's short for Leviathan Ferrywings George.
That one is believable.
That sounds very Greek. It's actually short for. Hold up, I know this. Lev Leon Barracuda Fervor.
I don't know. I think he does say it on the podcast.
He does say it. It's a short name. It's a Russian name. It's like a long Russian name. But Lev's super cool, super funny. Young buck.
Incredible story.
Yeah, crazy story.
Yeah, really fucking crazy story.
Like crazy, make a movie out of it story.
Yeah, and just a really nice,
make a
funny
TV show.
Dude. So give it a listen.
And check out his podcast, Young Daddy.
Yes.
Sean,
where are you going to be this week?
This week I will be in Madison, Wisconsin.
Hell yes.
My favorite, seriously, I love one of my favorite clubs in the world. Comedy on State, Madison, Wisconsin. What a fantastic place.
And it's going to be Sean's birthday, so send him a gift.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you which day, though. You figure it out.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to come to Madison to hang out with you for your birthday.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for doing that in advance. It seriously is like the best city and best club, and I love it.
No, it's going to be fun. But in terms of upcoming shows, we've got another Good God coming with Roy Wood Jr., Emmy Blotnick, Jane Aton, and Stavros Halkias. So come to that. That's on the 19th in Bushwick.
That's me whistling at that show.
Damn.
Just like
hey girl.
Not like a girl. No, like a dog. Like
you
I want
can't call on my show.
No, like I'm calling your show like it's a dog, and I want to pet it. It's an awesome dog. It's like a beautiful dog.
It is a beautiful dog. It's a beautiful room. It's a beautiful show. You should all come hang out.
All right, go hang out with the beautiful dog. That is
my show, and enjoy this episode. Okay, bye bye.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, we're working.
We're
and
working. We're recording.
Yeah.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
Run. Some of the greatest battles of history that were won.
Were once started when people tried to start podcasts.
Yeah. Yes. And that also were great conversations that just began without any pretense. Is pretense the right word?
I don't know. But let's introduce our guest so he's not just sitting here.
I was about to do that. I was about to be like, the pretense to that question is because...
You're not using that word.
No, I'm not.
It sounded right to me.
Yes, that word doesn't mean what you think it means. What's the line?
What?
In Princess Bride.
Inconceivable.
I do not think that... Wait, what is it?
He goes... Why do you keep using that word?
I do not think it means what you think it means. There we go. I saw Fred Savage yesterday, so I've been thinking about the Princess Bride.
I never saw that movie.
Oh, what?
I know.
It's my favorite movie.
I've missed a lot of... You know what? Maybe I'll watch it tonight just because you said that.
Well, see, I was talking about this yesterday because I saw Fred Savage in a coffee shop in Bushwick, and I was like, that is like... It's a classic movie, but I think if I saw it now, I don't know that I would like it as much.
Yeah.
Because, the effects don't age well.
So should I watch it or not?
You definitely should.
Watch it.
Because
But do it while you're, high or you're, in the mood for something that's, a little bit dated.
Okay. Because now that I have, my own place, I finally live in a fucking apartment that I'm proud of.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it took me fucking forever. But, now that you guys got plants everywhere, you guys fucking got it figured out early.
It took us a while as well.
Here at the 5 Word Studios, we realized that oxygen is important to conversation.
Yes.
I need to get some fucking plants. But
I've killed a lot of plants, I will say that.
Yeah.
I'm not... I've gotten better at keeping them alive.
Right. Yeah, but I like to come home and watch an old movie that I didn't see because I'm as young as I am, So I'm like, all right, let's finally get some of these fucking references that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
One day you'll be walking down the street and you'll say to yourself, Lev Fer. That's how I introduce the guy.
Thank you.
I do it organically.
I enjoyed that.
Lev Fer. Oh, actually, you'll probably to yourself say your full name, Lev. Wait, say it. Wait, hold on.
How's it saved in your phone?
No, you're
What's
saved
his
in
full
my
name?
phone as Leviathan Ferrywings.
Yeah.
I don't have, but I feel like
I guarantee
you did that.
No, you definitely
No.
did that.
That's definitely
Ferrywings
you.
has never come out of my mouth. This is the most Sean Patton nickname.
That's very
Ferrywings?
true.
Yeah.
Is it because you're like, but it's
I bet it was
complimentary.
because you were
you're a
like,
fairy.
I can't ever remember this without saying Leviathan Ferrywings.
Yeah.
True.
That's actually how he refers to me professionally.
Leviathan, yeah. I will.
When he's hosting a show and he introduces you on the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say, give it up for Leviathan Ferrywings.
Yeah.
It's a Jewish name.
Ferrywinkle.
Ferrywings. Because your
Yeah.
full name is, you've said this to me so many times, and I'm always blown away by it. But it's Lev
Leon.
Boris
Furstein.
Furstein.
Yeah.
Lev
Which is
Leon Boris Furstein.
the longest, most Russian name. But you know, the first time I met Sean,
Yeah.
I was already a fan of him, and I just walk up to him and I was gonna say like, give him the whole fucking, hey, I love your comedy. You know, it's like 5 years ago, and he just goes, Leo. He just starts calling me Leonardo DiCaprio the entire time. And he's pointing to the rest of the bar. He's like, look at this fucking guy,
Yeah.
Leo.
This does
You
sound
had
like
a very
you.
Leonardo DiCaprio look.
Yeah, and
Like 5 years ago. Now you still do. But then you had like Leonardo DiCaprio, Titanic. Now you've got like Leonardo DiCaprio, The Departed.
yeah, I'm
You've seen some shit.
yeah, I'm definitely up in weight though. I think that's what it is. Got bags in my eyes now. I'm tired. You know.
This is what happens when you live alone, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to start. you know,
Watch
dude.
old movies. You're like, I don't have a bedtime. Who cares?
Yeah.
Now, really quickly though, the Princess Bride definitely holds up. I watched it as recently as a week ago on a flight.
No. I'm not saying it doesn't
No.
hold up. It's still an amazing movie. I'm saying if someone had never seen it and they saw it now, being used to the special effects that are happening nowadays.
But that's what's great about this.
And then you see the ROUSs and you're
But the
like,
special effects are like not the fucking
No.
reason you want to watch it.
And
no.
that's what I-
And the story is amazing.
And that's
Yeah.
what I was about to say. The special effects are not bad at all in The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
The ROUSs?
Those look like rodents of unusual size.
That's true.
That's what
That's what that stands for.
Yeah, they actually they look legit. Like if you saw one of those on the street, you'd be like, "That's a legit rodent
I
of
would,
unusual
I
size."
would
You also
absolutely
freak the fuck
believe.
out.
I would freak out, but I'd be like, "That's a New York rodent." I
Yeah.
almost rolled over a mouse today on my bicycle.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
As a New Yorker, that would be your one thing about The Princess Bride. You'd be like, "I don't know, them rats ain't big enough."
yeah,
Fuck
not that
outta here.
scared of them.
You know?
Thing's only 3 feet tall. I mean, what the fuck are they
Yeah.
doing?
That thing, I can only make eye contact with it. Wait, did you grow up here?
No, I grew up down south in North Carolina.
How the fuck did I forget about that?
Where in
Yeah.
North Carolina?
In Raleigh, North Carolina, basically. I grew up there my whole fucking life, and then as soon as I turned 18, I like left high school early, moved here to do stand up, and become Sean's friend.
Yeah.
you know,
Nice,
and that was it.
nice. Good
That's it.
dreams,
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
ambitions.
I wrote it all
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, follow those dreams. Everyone move up here, do stand up, be my friend.
Yeah.
See how, and you know what that'll get you? Your own apartment at some point.
That's gonna be just all of that on a T-shirt is gonna be our merch.
Yeah.
Everyone, move up here, be my friend.
Move up here and be my friend.
That's pretty good, actually.
Like,
You'll get your own apartment one day. You'll see.
start a movement.
That's on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like no, man, because I feel like I never forget that another person is from the South.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, especially
I'm a
North Carolina,
Southerner.
because we love North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
But I don't rep it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's not a place that you really rep.
Right, because it's just like having plastic surgery at that point. There's no real substance behind it.
It's true.
It's funny. It's funny how like rep, like you do, but repping doesn't always have to be positive.
It's true.
I feel like you.
I feel like I rep
like you-
California pretty heavily, but LA as a city is no.
Well,
You just bum everybody out there. If you're like, I'm from LA. Like you say it negatively. You got
do.
repping always has to be positive. Who reps something negatively?
I feel like growing up in LA, and I mean, you and I, her and I have had this talk though, but like, because you grew up in Raleigh,
Yeah.
I grew up in New Orleans. We grew up in places where it's like we had to leave to go somewhere to
Yes.
accomplish a dream.
Yeah.
Whereas she grew up like where everyone comes
To
Yeah.
fail.
to yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like that, like, and I think about that. Like, that's got to be fucking crazy as a kid growing up. Like, what? Actually, Caitlin.
Yeah.
When do you remember what age you were when you realized, like, oh, everyone moves here to be famous?
I had to leave to figure that out.
What?
Really?
Like as a teenager, like an 18-year-old college-bound girl.
I had to leave to truly understand what it meant because, like, growing up I went to public high schools and stuff, but
Yeah.
but I went to a private elementary school, and it was the kind of place
she
where
really flexed on us there.
I know, right?
Yeah, right.
No, but
Yeah.
it was a weird. It was like hippy dippy. Like there were only 20 people in each class.
Yeah.
and it was where
flexing.
film.
Yeah.
It's where Sister Act was filmed and Big Mama's House was filmed, and that was normal. I'm
Yeah.
like 5 years old, 6 years old, thinking, yeah, every time someone has PE class once a month, it gets moved because someone's filming something in that location.
Right.
That's what all kids go through.
Interesting.
So you think that's normal?
Right.
What
and
was
you-
the high school?
Alexander Hamilton High School,
Okay.
big LA high school, like 3,000 kids.
Yeah.
Like, lots of shitty public school shit.
That's so
there.
weird.
But,
Because if you grow
yeah.
up with it, you have no idea it's unusual.
Yeah.
You know?
So I had to leave to go. I went to college in Ohio, and I remember for the first time, like seeing some movie and knowing what street they were driving down,
Mm-hmm.
and realizing that no one else around me recognized that neighborhood, and
Right.
being like, "Oh, I grew up somewhere different."
Yeah.
And that was the first time
Now
that it really
you-
dawned on me.
Now you just repped LA real hard.
Yeah.
Now you just repped hard as fuck.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I see
It's
like I
hard to
see a
navigate,
Dodgers hat
too.
on your
Yeah.
head.
I really like LA. There is very much that vibe too of just like the whole town is built for that machine of show business. But like
Yeah.
at the same time, did you feel like where did you feel like was lonelier, LA or Ohio when you were there?
LA for sure.
Really?
I remember even not really understanding why, but reeling against it and wanting to leave the second high school started. I was like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to a boarding school, which like could not afford, but I was like, I
Right.
just want to get out somehow. I was like,
You wanted to go to boarding school?
yeah, I like wanted to go to
Wow.
early college programs. I just like did not
Yeah.
want to be in LA.
Yeah.
Because something about the fakeness and then also being in high school where people start to become really fake and catty, I was just like, this is
Right.
bad.
Well, I just think if you want to do anything, there's that sense of I have to go.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't even matter where really. You just have to get up and fucking go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's like I mean, first of all, I was threatened with boarding school all through all my life.
Oh,
As a-
really?
It's like you steal your mom's van again and
we're
buy
gonna
and
send
buy a
you
bunch
away.
of beer on her buy a bunch of beer on
interesting.
her gas card. We're
Where
gonna
I was
send
like,
you-
I will get a scholarship. I just want to get out. I want to get
Yeah.
away.
No,
That's
it
so
was,
funny.
Sean, if you put 2 cases of Budweiser on the shell card again, you're going to St. Stanislaus, which if you grew up in Louisiana or Mississippi, you know exactly what the
I
fuck
don't
I'm
know
talking
where that
about.
is, but it sounds
St.
scary.
Stanislaus.
Right? Saint
St.
Stanislaus.
Stanislaus, all boys boarding school. All you knew about those dudes was that they all murdered each other.
Yeah.
That they all grew up to be fucking hitmen.
0%
Yeah.
graduation rate.
Yeah, all of them are currently serving time.
This year, everyone died again.
Yeah, this year the class of 1997 murdered itself again.
Yeah.
And another brutal brawl. So it was like terrifying. The idea.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I hear people like, I wanted to go. All I think of is like, why would you want to go to St. Stanislaus?
Right.
But 'cause
No,
know
I was
there's
like, I
other-
want to go out of LA. That was my
Yeah.
main thought process.
My entire teenage life was coming home from high school, eating 6,000 calories of McDonald's
Yes.
on the way.
Yep, easily.
Do 2 or 3 times a day.
Easily.
I was like 280 pounds. I'd come home, take a nap from 3 to 7 p.m., and just wake up and just think about leaving. Just every day would be, when am I going to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
And you're in like, down there, like you're in Raleigh, if you got 300 grand, your house is huge. So
Massive.
it's like, yeah, you're in a gigantic house, but there's nothing to fucking do.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
so lonely. It's the fucking worst. All you do is think about, is anybody ever going to break in here?
Yeah.
You know?
The suburbs.
Damn.
The suburbs essentially are just like everyone's building their own little mini village.
Yeah.
So and you don't like I know people quote unquote communicate with their neighbors.
Right.
But there's not really a sense of neighborly. Not like
Not
here.
anymore.
You
Not
know?
anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what they have now is in the suburbs, they have an app called Nextdoor, which is like
Yes,
everybody.
my
in the-
mom uses this now in
Yeah.
LA in our neighborhood,
Yeah.
and it's not in the
What
suburbs
is this
either.
app?
Parents love
they do.
Nextdoor,
My mom
dude.
loves
What is it?
It's like it's essentially imagine a Facebook that's only for your neighborhood. You got to
Okay.
verify that you live there, and you log in, and there's exciting shit like people being like, "Did anybody else see that stray dog yesterday?"
Yeah,
What?
it's all neighborhood gossip, but it's online
my
now.
God.
So my mom is constantly like, "There's someone in our neighborhood stealing packages off porches, so we have to bring it in right away."
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
See, I want to just join all of these somehow, somehow hack my way into every group
Yeah.
and just be like, "Did you guys see the giant orange man?" And then just
You know
like
what you should
Trump
do
is here?
instead
Yeah.
is start dressing up like a giant orange man and just go into
Yeah.
different neighborhoods
Yeah.
and see what happens.
just did anyone else see that clown?
Yeah. Well, it's like
Everyone, look out your window right now. Like that kind of shit.
That just all caps. Everybody look down. Just fucking 500 people are by their windows.
Oh, man.
But that's like, isn't that sad though? It's like now we be neighborly from the comfort of our couch.
Yeah.
You know,
Just can't go knock on someone. Like, when's the last time anyone truthfully just went and like, hey, there's new neighbors.
Yeah.
Let's bring them a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
Actually, even so last week, his best friend from high school lives like 2 blocks away.
Okay.
And I was babysitting their 1-year-old child.
He
all
does?
week.
No. What?
But like, even like people were trying to set up, I'm usually free during the day. So I was trying to
Yeah.
meet up with people that I usually couldn't. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm watching my neighbor's kid. And that blew everybody's mind.
Yeah.
That I had like a neighbor I was friends with and I was babysitting for them was
Right.
like, that just feels so foreign. But it is New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like.
I feel like it's happening more and more, though.
Yeah, and I think it's only going to get worse everywhere unless we all just fucking decide to talk. Well, I think we just need Apple to release an article. It's like, hey, your phone is killing you.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
stop using this. It's going to make you super depressed and anxious. Until that happens, I feel like everybody's going to fucking keep doing this.
This is why we have to start an urban kibbutz.
An urban kibbutz.
This is my platform.
That's the name of the pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Urban kibbutz.
I mean, you guys are both of the chosen people cloth.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you know about a kibbutz, right?
They're a circumcised baby.
Yeah. Is that what you think a kibbutz is?
No. I was just representing.
Yeah.
Representing the negative.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Representing the foreskin burrito. Rock. That's what I've heard.
Terrible band name.
Foreskin burrito. Yeah, great band name actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go watch them just to be like, what's their music like? You know?
Right.
Foreskin burrito.
I mean, my friend Jeremy. All props to the one and only chef Supreme Jeremy Johnese, New Orleans representing. Originally from Eunice, Louisiana. Cajun motherfucker. Still says things that you can't say out loud in the 20th century because people can't understand them because it's borderline English Cajun,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's my boy Jeremy Johnese.
Chef's got to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He once he coined a great name for a all Jewish boy band,
What?
Foreskin.
That's good.
Like it
I
was
do
just
like that.
Foreskin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust any chef that doesn't say the N word.
Ah!
Like I just don't. You
Don't
know,
trust my dad.
that's the second new T-shirt.
Yeah. no.
Chefs and the N word.
Yep. And then it's just like, and then in parentheses, it's like nutmeg. I don't trust N-word.
Noodles.
I don't trust, chefs that don't use ingredients with the N-word.
Yeah.
Nutmeg, noodles, Nutella. What is another?
Shit.
Yeah, I think that's all. I think that's
Disco.
Nabisco.
I think that's it.
I mean, we're
Yep,
all
there we
the,
go.
we used all the kitchen N-words just
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knife.
there you go. That's an N-word. Yeah, what if you started spelling the actual N-word with a K in front of it?
I don't think it would work.
Yeah,
It's still silent though. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you started saying it.
Wait,
Yeah.
what were you going to say about Jeremy?
Oh, that he invented the
Oh, foreskin.
Foreskin.
Foreskin. Yeah.
The all boy band, Jewish boy band,
Yeah.
Foreskin.
Yeah.
Of course, they never took off because we didn't know any Jewish people in the South.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what a shame. Were you one of the only Jewish kids, or Raleigh
Yeah,
suburbs were
pretty
more?
much. I was the only like Jew I knew, I think. But it was like I didn't even know. Like it didn't mean anything because I'd be like, yeah, I'm Jewish, and other people would be like, well, what is that? And I'm like, I don't really know. Now that
Yeah.
you mentioned it,
No.
Yeah.
so it didn't really make any difference. Nobody cared. I was just a fat kid. That's all that mattered.
I can't picture you fat. Like you
I'm
saying
not, I'm
that.
not looking great now. What do you mean? I got this fucking
No,
stepdad
you just
bod
look.
under
You
this.
look built.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You look like you've been putting up weights.
I
Yeah.
do 3 push-ups a year.
Three,
You know?
3 a year is a
Nice.
lot, man. Especially if you're, carrying weight like you are.
Yeah.
No.
Do 1 a quarter.
You'd be surprised how many push-ups you can do when you're carrying weight. People don't think I can do 70 to 80. I do about 90 straight.
Shut the fuck up. How many can you actually do?
Depending on how I try and do them at least 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I'm in the 50s.
You're kidding.
Nah,
No,
dude.
he's pretty good at them actually.
I gas out at about 10. I need like a minute, and then I can do another 10. But
That you're supposed to go full speed until you can't do it anymore, and then just stop.
okay,
Instead of doing sets, you're supposed to just
yeah,
do them until you're like, all right, done.
yeah. I just started a weight loss challenge with like 2 of my fattest friends.
What's the challenge? Just
Where-
to lose weight?
By December 22nd, whoever
Why the 22nd?
It's just before enough holidays. We
Okay.
decided
Yeah.
that we'll clock in, you know. But it's like whoever we're gonna go percentage of weight lost. The 2 people in second and third got to take the first place to an expensive dinner like that
Okay.
he wants to go to, cover the meal, and the person in third place is to wear a shirt that says "I'm a fat piece of shit with no self control."
Okay.
And that's why I lost this challenge and I can't feel my feet.
Yeah.
So, so my brother is wearing that fucking shirt. All right. I bought running shoes. I'm fucking intermittent fasting.
Also-
I googled that.
nice. He's into that.
I'm into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look tighter.
Well, yeah. You know what? That's the best version of it. You look tighter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like that. It's like,
No,
yeah,
you
you're
look
right.
tighter.
Tighter.
Like you're never gonna have a 6-pack, but you look
Nah,
tight.
don't
you know?
want a 6-pack.
Yeah. Why would you?
Good.
No need for a 6-pack when you've got, a case. That was a big, God, that was such a fucking dumb line.
What?
Coming up like, 6-pack, I got a keg.
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard that so many times.
You know, it's funny.
"Nah,
That's what I
kegs
almost
too-"
tagged your joke with.
Yeah. kegs a lot. You don't need that much.
Yeah.
But no, like, I don't need a 6-pack because I drink wine. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't. 6-pack, why? I drink vodka.
There you go.
There it is.
I don't think we're gonna find it.
No.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Wait, so you moved here when you were 18?
Yeah, like a week after I turned 18.
Damn, you were one of those ones that you were like, I want to do stand up. I'm moving to New York.
Yeah.
Fuck college.
Yeah, I left high school early. For like
Shit.
6 more months. I was like texting all my friends back home. I was like, I'm in the fucking real world, bitch. You know. And
How did you leave high school early? You just dropped out?
I know. I just requested it was the weirdest thing. I just asked them, "Can I graduate early?" They said, "Fill out this form," and they're like, "Have your parents sign it." It's like literally a 1-page form. All they had to do is sign a signature. My fucking dad signed it. I brought it back in, and that was the end of it. Nobody asked me any questions. Nobody said anything. Like to this day, I have dreams that my high school calls me and goes, "Hey, we fucked up the paperwork. You got to come back and do your senior year."
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
yeah.
yeah.
And I have to like stop doing stand up, and it's this like so stressful. And I go back there, and I'm just miserable for a year. It's the fucking worst.
Did you go to a private high school or a public high school?
No, I went to public. My parents knew better. You know, they knew it'd be a waste of investment.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
send me like.
Well, sometimes like public schools do that where they're just like, you have enough credits. This
Yeah.
last semester doesn't really mean anything. So
yeah, that was what it was.
Yeah.
And I was just so finished at that point. Like I remember before I started high school, I was like, I'm gonna go to Harvard Law. Like I'm gonna be a lawyer because I just wanted to wear suits. Like that's what I thought
Yeah.
was the path. So and then ended up, but by the time I was like a quarter into freshman year of high school, I was already failing a math class. I was sleeping in every class. I just
Right.
didn't give a shit. And I told my teacher, I was like, I'm gonna move to New York and do comedy. She was like, yeah, that's it. Do that. She was like,
Yeah. Jesus, get him out of here.
yeah,
How does
That's
that,
so funny.
that definitely sounds like the premise of a TV show
yeah.
What?
of like guy leaves high school early, goes out into the real world, becomes somewhat successful, and then high school calls him like, hey,
Oh, that definitely, yeah.
and then you got to go back as
Yeah.
a 28-year-old or whatever. It would be better if you're like in your 52. I mean, that's just
You're gonna ask people out to prom.
Yeah, you're like, I guess I gotta go back.
Yeah.
This is like a Rodney Dangerfield movie called Back to School. That's actually what it's
Yeah.
called, except it's college. Yeah.
It's kind of the president's. What?
What?
It's kind of like Community.
Are we about
yeah.
to sell
A
a
little bit.
pilot?
Yeah. They got like just pitching shows that already exist. Like,
Yeah.
hear me out, all right?
Yeah.
It's Italian family. All right. Listen, they're in the mob, but are they? But they are. And then
Yeah.
one guy has got anxiety attacks. He whacks a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Pretty
There we
good.
go.
You know what that is? You know what that is, Caitlin?
No,
No, The Sopranos. I'm just saying.
I haven't seen it. There are a lot of things that I haven't seen that I just follow along the references to.
Oh, The Sopranos is the best show ever made
Yeah.
of all time.
I watched our old roommate watch some of it. that's as
It's the
far as I
creepiest
got.
way to watch The Sopranos. I'm gonna watch you watch it.
Yeah.
I just remember him watching the ending and being like, "That's it,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "All right."
Oh, come
I
on. It's
got
a
the
fucking
gist.
great ending.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
It is.
All right.
It is. It is good ending. Like it was. I had more of a. That's it.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's
Yeah.
the ending.
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's how I know you're a fucking smart guy. Is just moments
mean,
like that.
If that's all that takes, then hey, baby.
Yeah.
Wait.
How
So-
easy it is to impress me.
I know.
Yeah. No. Like now I'm starting to wonder. Like, wait a second. Does Lev? What is it? What else does he know about me? What else does he think about me? Like behind my back, he's like, Sean Patton can move things with his mind. I'm like, no, I can't. I mean, depend. Well, I mean, technically, I am. My brain is telling my arm to lift up this coffee cup
Yeah.
Can
and
move
sip from
things
it.
with
So
your
technically,
mind.
I am moving
But
this with
everybody
my
can.
mind.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
That would be great to be that level of motivational speaker, where you're just like, anyone can do. Look at this. I'm telepathic
Yeah.
and I'm telekinetic. We all are. Believe in yourself.
I think
What?
I saw that on a fucking church ad on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I've been sitting here waiting. I thought you were about to do it.
No, I thought you were going to do it.
I thought you were about to do it.
Do you want... okay.
I didn't think a
So,
gun was going to come out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to do it or not? Are you gonna
we're all doing it. All
Yeah.
right. Lev, can you tell us a story in 5 words?
Oh yeah. I'm writing this down on my phone.
Okay. Am I supposed to tell the whole story in 5, or am I supposed to?
No. Give
leave
us
you guys
5 key
guessing?
words.
Okay.
Then we're going
Yeah,
to
'cause we're
tell
gonna have
you
to
the
guess.
story based on those 5 words.
Okay.
And,
And-
you're
and
going to
also-
tell us the real thing.
Yeah.
What?
You don't have to... no. Now we have to edit it, but go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say just don't guess while we're guessing what the story is. Don't.
Say anything.
Yeah. Like don't correct us until we're done.
Okay. Cool.
Because again, the Dan Saint Germain clause.
All right.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
18.
Ooh, that's a number.
Uber.
Uber.
Russians.
Ooh.
Underground. Titties.
Titties.
It's gonna be the 5.
Wow.
Cool.
That is actually. This is actually a great band name. 18
Russian
Uber
underground
Russian
titty?
underground titties.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's a
Of titties.
bodega in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well on. And then titties. All right. I'm just making sure I got these all. 18 Uber Russians underground titties. All right. Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Go for it.
Here we go. All right. 18, I'm going to think, knowing you, you would think, oh, is that an age? But no, it's always deeper with you. So 18 is, I'm going to guess, the amount of drinks you had when this story began. You had just pounded your 18th drink, and you were surprisingly still pretty sober and excited about that. You were like, man, I am on a fucking roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know? So I got, you know what I can do? This place is boring. I'm not going to get drunk. I'm done with this dumb, you're at some dive bar doing a show. You're like, I got to get the fuck out of here. What's the best way to get out of here when you're, of course, can't drive?
Uber.
Exactly.
I'm also going to place this story on your 21st birthday.
Yeah.
So it's the first time you've had 18 drinks. The reason why you don't feel drunk yet is because you took them all in quick succession and they have not hit you yet. So you get in this Uber, and it's before Uber had the thing where you had to plug in the address. It was like you could get in and still tell them. So you get into this Uber and you're like, take me somewhere cool, man. Take me somewhere cool.
Yeah.
So he, not being from America, knows some of the cool hidden spots. So he takes you to a bathhouse.
Which, as we all know, is where everyone wants to go after they've had 18 drinks and haven't hit them yet, right?
Very true.
You're like, you know what? This is true. Maybe the best way to get these drinks to hit me quicker will be to sweat these motherfuckers out. So now you're there in a towel, 21st birthday, waiting for all the drinks to kick in, sweating it, and then this guy walks up and goes, "Hey man, you want to go somewhere special?" You're like, "Of course I do. I'm fucking Lev." So he goes, "Follow me," right?
You didn't use the word.
Oh. You know, you could.
All right.
You know, you have to say the word. You know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So he takes you to this secret underground part of the bathhouse, which is it's secret because it's kind of like a hidden club.
Yeah.
And everyone has already sweated out all this stuff and they're feeling good. And it's blaring music and you're sort of trying to, at this point, you're like, hey, I'm on my own. It's whatever, but I want to like start chatting with people and like see what they're doing down here. This is cool and secret and hidden. Then you realize that they all speak Russian and no English whatsoever. So you're dancing underground with all these Russians.
And that's when the titties come out. And at first you're like, whoa, hold on a second. This is pretty sexual. I wasn't expecting this. Then you realize, oh, dumbass me. This is a co-ed bathhouse, right? Why would, of course the titties are going to be out. And then that's when you were like, and my titties are out. Yeah. And that's when you as a young man realized, like, you know what?
We all got titties.
We all got titties, and we're all fucking equals. The problem was, it's right then and there that the booze hit you. So you're trying to talk to the women like, listen, your titties, my titties, titties are titties. And they're like, hey, bud, we got to get this fucking guy out of here.
Yeah.
And so
but they say it in Russian because they don't speak English.
Which, as we all know, is Ruski Bofat, Skadushki Dova. So you get thrown out back on the streets of New York without your clothes in just a towel. Then you've got to walk home for your 21st birthday. Now, a lot of people would find that humiliating, but you were like, nope, this is going to be a bit one day.
Yeah, it's a goddamn story.
So, in essence, it's a story about the time on your 21st birthday, you had 18 drinks, got bored, jumped in an Uber. He took you around the corner to a Russian bathhouse. You went underground to the underground lair where the titties came out, but that's only because it was just another steam room. And you realized we're all equal. But we're too drunk to verbalize it and got thrown out for being creepy.
Yeah.
Is that
Did
close?
we nail it?
That is legitimately word for word. No, could you? I love that in the story though. The guy's like, "Hey, you like a bathhouse? Like, I'll take you somewhere special. It's just another bathhouse."
Yeah. Which is what they do if you ever go to Russian bathhouses.
It's very true.
They try and sell you on all the different.
Yeah.
It's like this is just a hotter room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caitlin, you actually nailed one part of it.
Oh, really?
Really nailed it, like on the fucking head.
What was it?
All right, you
Tell
want the
us
full story?
Yeah.
Okay,
course.
When I was 18, I had just moved here, as you know. I needed a fucking job. So
Yes.
I had like $800 when I got here. So I was like, it's time to fucking scramble. I'm walking around restaurants in Brooklyn. I walk into one. I'm like, do you guys need a busboy? And she was like, yeah, we need a busboy. Just go to our other restaurant, check in there tomorrow. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I think I'm going to get this job.
Okay.
I'm like 18. I'm sweating. I'm fucking 280 pounds. I got long, shaggy hair. I look like an idiot. And I walk into this restaurant. It's like 5 p.m. The most handsome fucking Israeli guy standing behind the counter. Just like looking down, doing his business, piercing blue eyes, like fucking 5 o'clock shadow. And I'm like, hey, do you guys need a busboy here? And he goes, I don't need a fucking busboy. I need a waiter. You ever been a waiter, kid? And I was like, no, but I'd be good at it. And he goes, okay, come in tomorrow. And that was it.
Shit.
And because I told him no, but I'd be good at it, he was like, I like this kid's confidence. Brought me in. I was the worst fucking waiter they ever had.
Yeah.
But he started asking me who I was, and I told him like my story and what I moved to New York to do. And he told me his life story and was like, this is what I wanted to be. When I grew up, I didn't get to be that because of the way my life unfolded. But you have to fucking follow your dreams.
Shit.
And he's like, so from now on, we're going to pay you cash under the table. Come in whatever shifts you want. Let me know what schedules you want. Make it work with your shows. And that's it. And I was making $50 an hour cash doing a fucking waitering job, which I was terrible at. I mean, my system for getting extra tips was I would fuck up people's orders and then go up to them and be like, guys, I got to be honest with you. That dinner you ordered 45 minutes ago, I made a huge mistake, and it's not coming out right now. That's my bad. I just wanted to let you know. And they would tip me extra for being honest and blaming it on myself.
Yeah.
So this was my hustle. So
Man,
and
you
then,
are Jewish.
Yeah. So then I started talking to my friend. This guy was like a mentor to me, like the manager there. And he was like the kind of guy, he taught me a lot about just respect, because when he would walk into any room, like he'd walk into the restaurant, people would line up just to shake his hand. I never saw anything like that before. And he had the same corny jokes he would say to everybody. Like there'd be 2 tables that sat by the window, and customers would walk in. They'd be like, hey, it's so good to see you. They'd go out of their way to shake his hand. And he'd always crack the same joke. He'd be like, I have a table for you right there with the ocean view by the window. There was this big one, you know?
Yeah.
So, but then we started talking about poker one day. And, me being a fucking dumb 18-year-old who watched 2 poker videos on YouTube, and I got just money burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I would love to play poker. Like, let's get a game going. And he goes, kid, I play like most nights. He's like, but you got to know it's a very serious game. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, just so you know, it's you can't fuck around there. It's the real deal. He's like, if you want to play, I'll get you in whenever. So I go home.
Holy
I'm
shit.
thinking about it. I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't know exactly what he means, but I'm a little, it's probably a poker club, And then he texts me at midnight, shoots me a text, just one line, just an address. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit. And then I was like, I look up the address. It's 1 block away from my apartment, literally 37 feet.
Oh, wow.
And it's a burger restaurant in Brooklyn that I've walked by a million times, never saw anybody in there.
Huh.
So I'm like, I gotta go check this out. I run it, I take a quick shower,
Yeah.
I'm fucking shaking with anxiety, put on my stupid poker hat, and I head for the door. I open the...
Wait, what do you mean your poker hat? Like the visor?
No, just like
the
a
green-
the Asian green visor.
Yeah.
No, just like a fucking cap to guard
Okay,
your
yeah,
eyes,
yeah.
I show up to this door. There's like a side door with cameras on it. I knock on it. Somebody comes down and goes, "Who do you know here?" I say my friend's name. They look at me. They let me upstairs. I'm up there. All of a sudden, above this restaurant, I'm in a full-fledged casino. Like poker tables everywhere, security room.
Some Russian mafia shit right
a room
there,
to do your drugs.
Yeah.
Like 2 guys sitting by the door. Like
Holy
it's,
shit.
And I'm fucking. I never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
It's 3 weeks into New York City.
Damn.
And I go sit down. They're like, "How much do you want to?" I was like, "Oh, bring me in for $200." Which is like below the minimum of what you're supposed to be able to cash in with.
Yeah.
So I start playing, and I'm seeing all these guys. They're all older. They all have fucking gold chains, gold watches, all this shit, business suits, and some guys in hoodies. And I realize, like Caitlin said, everybody at the table is speaking Russian.
Oh, no.
And I go, trying to fit in. I was like, "Oh, are you guys like all Russian?"
Yeah.
Like, I speak Russian too. And a guy across from me leans back and he goes, "Kid, you're in a Russian mafia house." He goes, "What are we supposed to speak? Japanese?"
Jesus
Whole
Christ.
table dies laughing.
Oh, my
I'm just
God.
like, oh fuck! Like even
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you guys are with poker, but your hand's not supposed to shake.
Yeah.
Nothing's
I mean-
supposed to shake.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You're not even
So
supposed to shake hands.
yeah.
You don't.
So and I'm
I love the idea you greet someone in poker. It's just stiff.
yeah.
The hands don't shake, not even when shaking
Don't
hands.
shake. Stay perfectly
Holy
still.
shit.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, where the fuck is my friend? Like
Yeah.
I'm just playing alone, losing money, and then all of a sudden I'm terrible at poker at this time. So, and then my friend comes up. He's a grown fucking man. He
Yeah.
comes in. Everybody goes over to shake his hand. He comes and sits down next to me. He starts playing now, and we're just kind of looking at each other. He's smoking his cigarette. We're playing. Maybe I'll lose $200 on the next hand. Just all my chips gone. And I'm like, well, that's it for me. My boss grabs 200 of his own chips, tosses it over to me real quick.
Oh, my
So it's just
God.
bam, he just threw me $200.
Stakes you.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I can't take this. He's like, don't fucking worry about it. So now I'm playing another 200. Within 20 minutes, I fucking lose that again. He throws me another 200.
Oh, my
So now
God.
this is a $600 night already. And
Yeah.
I leave with like $100. I just give it straight back to him.
Jesus Christ.
So then I'm fucking hooked. I'm
Of
walking
course
home.
you are.
2 in the morning, walking
Yeah.
home, 30 feet. I just played poker in this secret fucking place.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back. The next night, when are we going back? I'd fucking withdraw everything I have in my account. I'm like, let's do this. I order a fucking Uber. He sends me the next address. I show up. It's like,
Oh, because it's a rotating.
yeah, different
Okay, yeah, yeah.
locations. So it's just multiple games. So I show up and now I'm in this fucking. This is when I realized like, oh, this is kind of crazy. Is I'm in the like fucking abandoned part of Brooklyn. There's nothing but warehouses. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You pull up on a building that says like we sell pools, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like one of those under a bridge. Uber drivers like thinks I'm gonna shoot him in the back of the head.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Do you
Like-
know where it is now? Or
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want
Oh,
to
yeah,
disclose
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
but pull up and like even the driver's like, "Sir, are you sure you want me to drop you off here?" Like
Yeah.
he's worried about his own job at this point because he sees like, yeah, stupid fat white kid is about to get shot,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be the person to trace for it. So I'm like, yeah, I got this. Same thing. You knock on the door, somebody comes down. Who do you know? You walk up, and then now you're even in an even bigger fucking game. This one's got waitresses, got people massaging players as they play. And you get hooked on it. You're like, this is so cool. This is
Yeah.
the underground.
Yeah, yeah.
I start thinking, I'm like, this is going to be my day job. I'm like, I'm going to grind poker and then do stand-up at night. And that's going to be it. And then you realize, like, oh, your day job's not supposed to cost you $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I remember,
Jesus.
and I was playing for months and months and months and getting better. And, some nights you catch a fucking great hand and you watch $1,000 worth of chips just slide in front of you.
Oh,
You
my
just beat- you just
God.
beat 4 players on a hand. Or, like, some nights you just fucking, that's it. Lost 600, I'm out. you know?
Yeah.
One night, it's like probably the biggest win I made. I made like $700-800 or something like that on top of what I came in with. and the person who was cashing out was this like gorgeous gal, like perfect tits, tiny, full surgeryed out,
Right.
She
Russian doll.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it's just me, and all these other dudes. Nobody I know is there, and I'm cashing out. And she's like, "Oh, sweetie, like you had a good night, huh?" And she's like counting up the cash, handing it over to me, and I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm thinking like, I think this girl's into me. I was like, she's so hot. Like, I should ask her out. She's being really fucking flirty,
Right.
So the next day I show up to work. I'm like, dude, I cashed out yesterday. This girl was so fucking hot. He's like, the one with the tits? I go, yeah, dude. And I was like, what do you think? Should I ask her out or what? And he's like, well, her brothers just got out for shooting at cops. So if I were you, I'd lay low on that one. And I was like, okay, all right. And then that was pretty much it. I played a bunch of poker with those guys. I remember my boss would he'd travel a lot. He'd go to Israel and shit. And he was like, he told me, he's like, I owe him like $1,000. He's like, I left it under the cash register. This is just a day at work,
Jesus.
So you got to get $1,000 from the cash register. A guy pulls up, you get in his car, you hand him $1,000, and you know that's owed. And he's like, yeah. So how's comedy going?
Oh my God.
I mean, hilarious.
That's
That is
so crazy.
Because I think when everything, as soon as you start saying this, I start thinking of the movie Rounders.
Yeah.
It's Rounders is like poker people's Bible. That movie. It's like that's the one movie that we feel like, it's still a film, but it's like that kind of gets the world of it a little.
Well, because also you're fucking I don't know shit about shit, but you just confirmed what I didn't know, and it's that fucking Russian mafia. They're all about poker.
People, here's the thing. All that is, and this is the thing that I learned too, and as I was there, was I will never judge people for what they do for money. Because you meet a lot of these guys.
Not in this world, yeah.
Yeah, you meet a lot of these guys and you realize they come to this country, they already have 2 kids, they don't speak a word of English, and they got to provide. So what are they going to do? They're going to go work for fucking $8 an hour? It's like, no, they got to get by. They want their kids to have good lives. So they put their neck on the line, they take a fucking risk. And it's like, listen, I live pretty straight, but I'm not going to judge him for doing that.
No, of course not.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. He wants his, and I'm sure it's not just he wants his kids to do better, and a lot of it is I myself want to live well and make money. So it's like, you learn too, is like even in those situations, life is a lot more complicated than just that's a good guy, that's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean you can't. Because also you don't know. I don't know. Just based on your story, like what if you got way more in debt that first night, and then your boss was like, "Listen, I need you to do this for me." But the idea of you.
Yeah, if you had gotten more into debt,
and you do a couple favors. Next thing you know, you're technically now you're an accomplice.
Well, usually here's the thing, if you owe them money, you're going to pay them your fucking money. And a lot of the times, especially with poker games, you're dealing with pretty low level people.
Right.
Because, and it's because it's just a fucking card game to them. What they're doing is they're catering
They're
to
taking
people.
a cut. They take a cut of the wins.
They take a cut of every pot that goes out. It's a small cut. But what they're doing is they're just guys love playing poker.
Yeah.
And the fucking laws made it illegal to go play. So they're going, okay, here, you can come play. Your safety is guaranteed. It'll all be legit.
Right.
And you can have fun and play. You
don't.
And
they'll make some money.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
So, but here was the interesting thing. So sometimes I remember I'd be sitting there, a guy would come in next to me, cash in with $2,000 worth of chips. Within 4 minutes, gone. He'd bet $600 a hand, gone. Just get robbed, right?
That sounds like me, but with way less money. Way less money though, like $60.
And then literally slam his fist on the table and go, "Give me another 2 right now." So now this guy's in $4,000 within 5-10 minutes. So they bring him another $2,000. Within another minute, he loses that. And he goes,
so crazy.
"Float me one more grand. I got to win this all back." And this guy's gonna be here till 7 a.m. just trying to work it out. So, but here was the interesting, and a lot of the way the model works is they need you to lose your money. Essentially, you cash from the $400, you bust. So now they go. The dealer, as they're dealing out the next hand, he'll say to you, "Are you behind?" And what that means is, however much you need, we'll just provide whatever chips you want. Right. Most people will go, yeah, just put me behind $300-400, whatever the fuck. So now you're playing on their money.
Right.
So now, whatever, and there's, if you're a good player, you can make that money and make more and walk away with it. It is what it is. It's poker, know. But if not, you owe the money, come back tomorrow or within the next few days and pay it back. But the interesting thing was, so the guy who recommended me, because it's all on referrals.
Right.
Oh yeah. They can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy.
There's no app. There's no.
The guy who recommended me, I think they were all, and this is another reason why I love these guys, is because, and I didn't really understand it at the time, but when I would run out of chips,
Right.
the dealers who knew me would never deal me behind. Usually they do it.
Oh, because they didn't want to fucking.
Usually
they didn't die.
they already assume you're playing behind and they deal you anyways. With me, they never would. They would go, Lev's out, and that's it. And to announce to the table, I'm out of the game. And the reason they would do that is because they specifically never wanted me to be in a situation where I owed them even $300 because they respected the guy that referred me so much.
Wow.
That they said, we can never let this guy, he's a young kid. He moved here to do a dream. He's obviously just a kid here having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right now,
That's
he
awesome.
thinks he's baller. We know.
Yes. Yeah.
We know his life could be ruined in a matter of hours.
He's sneaking the Instagram
Right.
picture. He's going to owe Best Buy $3,000 in a year.
Yeah.
We don't need to, you know what I mean? He'll be fucked either way.
Yeah.
Do you still see that guy?
No, I moved out of there. But the funny thing was, is like so many of those kind of characters were really funny fucking dudes.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
legitimately, like people in that world would be like, you know, they'd be like, so how's stand up going? And you're like, oh, you know, I'm trying to get this new 5 minutes down. And like, I always wanted to do that. And you're
I
like,
love the idea of you just being like, I'm trying to work on this fight, and then the guy's like, fuck, stake me $2 more grand.
Yeah.
Anyway, so wait, how's it go? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus.
But,
Oh,
you know, there's a
man.
lot of characters, and you learn about people, you learn about the world. And realistically, if you want to learn how to play poker in New York City, it's going to cost you $5,000. You're just going to lose that
Yeah,
much money.
yeah.
You know, just to learn, oh, I shouldn't bet that way, or I
Yeah.
shouldn't fucking. And also, the big lesson is never play with scared money, which is like every time.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Every time I be playing, it's like, I need this money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have $500 in front of me and I have only $100 left in my bank account. So
Yeah.
it's like when you're playing like that, you're not going to play the game the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the game is, I don't have anything here, but I know I can buy this pot from him.
Bluffing and
Right.
Yeah.
reading each other. And this is
Yeah.
why I think I've said this before on the podcast, but like, I really do disagree with the World Poker Federation. That's what they're actually called.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. But I think you should not be able to wear sunglasses and hats to the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think up the ante of the game itself and be
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh,
the
no,
game
you,
is bluffing, and like
you
I
gotta
want
get better because like
Yeah.
what's that fucking guy's name? Phil Hellmuth.
yeah.
Who like every time that guy's just face annoys me because
Yeah.
he hides it.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you can't be good at something if you're, in a way, cheating at it.
Yeah.
But but here's the thing though, is
Yeah.
like, it's not, some of the best players take, and I'm not like a huge poker head. I rarely play, and I play friendly games with friends, you know. But it's like a lot of the best players in the world. Like if you watch a guy like Daniel Negreanu, he's infamous for just reading. Like he'll be at a tournament, and he'll go, you have king queen. He just knows what people have.
That's crazy.
And the way, it's not necessarily based on reading the person and their face and their mannerisms. A lot of it is, I understand this game and to such a deep level
Right.
that I know that if you bet this way and then this way and then this way on these 3 cards, I can estimate exactly the range that you have. I can
Right.
put you down to 2 possibilities. So it's like a lot of it is just these guys are fucking rocket scientists of knowing the possibilities. You know?
And then if you're that guy, you could just be a total fucking idiot at the table.
Yeah.
Just show up one day like, hello everyone, let's play some poker. And you're
Yeah.
like, why are you speaking in a French accent? I have always spoken like this.
Yeah.
And you just rattle people.
Yeah.
Like, he's not French. Why is he speaking this way? Why are you so concerned with how I talk today, monsieur?
Yeah. But that's
And
another
the
thing.
guy just gives up his whole fucking hand.
So much of it is just emotional discipline. It's the same thing with chess. Like I love playing chess, and a lot of it is like your mind just can't get lazy because the minute you do and you start playing out of emotion as opposed to going, dial it back, take a breath, let me know what the proper move is here, you start making mistakes.
This is where I was seriously expecting you to be like. And then after a while, when I would walk home from one of these poker games, there would be this old Asian man with the chessboard, and I would sit down with him and be Master Lou. Today the universe feels like it wants me to lose. He's like, the universe only wants what you want.
Yeah.
Young Lev, you want yourself to lose.
And that's how I lost my extra
Decide to win.
$5.
Yeah.
Coffee money.
Also, you owe me I love it's fucking
Have either of you ever played chess with those guys in like Washington Square Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
I feel like if I lived in Manhattan, I would do that a lot because I
They-
love chess and I love poker as
But
well.
they also
I love
they also
strategic games.
Yeah,
they
me
also fuck with you and try and
Of course
distract
they
you.
do.
Yeah.
They if
Yeah.
they know they might lose, they might pull some sneaky shit. They might take 2 pieces with one.
Yeah.
Like it's very they're hustlers. But at the end of the day, most of the guys you see in New York City playing chess, like they're rated at about 16 to 1800, which means like they are you know some of the best in the world. They're not like master level,
Right.
but they will compete with top chess players.
I'm rated at 2300. I don't even know if that's accurate or not. Probably.
Number 6 in the world, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just like when because it's also a thing when you think about poker and it's like these people are so serious about this thing and
Yeah.
they play this thing, but then it's like, what is it? It's 52 cards.
Yes.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a made up like it's a queen and a king
Yeah.
and a jack and there's 4 of each. And when you were a kid, you go 52 pickup and you'd spray them everywhere
Yeah.
and like fuck you asshole. And like, but then there's adults
Right.
somewhere with those same cards being like another. I'm all in.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same thing about any career, really. It's
Oh,
like
I know.
stand up is like little kids telling knock knock jokes, but now you're an adult and you're doing a similar thing.
Yeah.
Any little kid tells me a knock knock joke, I'm like, get the fuck away from me. You know,
You'll never make it, kid.
you never knocked on a door. You're too short.
Yeah.
But like I mean, at chess, the same thing. Where it's just like you're amazing at this game, but then it's
Yeah.
like, but I'm a rook.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's
I'm a
interesting.
queen.
What chess and poker I think have in common is people who get really into either of them, it becomes their life.
Oh yeah.
People who are like genuinely amazing at chess, it becomes all they do. The majority of them play for like 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like
That's so insane.
a lot of people that you see, like any of these guys you see playing chess in New York City, the majority of them, like, I'm willing to guess they were just at a point in their life somewhere where somebody presented a chessboard to them, they realized they could get good at it,
Yeah.
and they spent every waking minute for the rest of their lives only really giving a shit about chess. They don't care about what they're going to eat anymore. They don't care about that. It's one of those
It's
weird...
like all consuming. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those weird anomalies. And I think poker, a lot of it is the same way, but just the stakes are higher because it's
And
like...
they both have royal families involved.
Yeah.
You know, they're both like
You're
king,
still
queen.
focused on the king queen part.
Yeah, it's just such a thing. Well, no, I mean, but it's also like, yeah, like I kind of love that though.
It's very pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about being like so good at one thing you can't do anything else.
Yeah, but it's kind of the
Yeah.
same thing with stand-ups in a way too, because it's
Yeah.
like you know,
Yeah.
we try to get TV shit and this and that, but at the end of the day, like what makes you happy is doing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
doing stand-up is it's also the purest form of it. It's a little more like poker. There's constant stakes built in. There's constant tension. You know.
Like you're playing poker with the audience, but you know what your hand is. Like you
Yeah.
know you have a winning hand.
Yeah.
You know they've got like.
Or you think you have a winning hand,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
now you're in a mall in Minnesota, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden this winning hand.
You got to bluff your way out of that. You got to bluff your way out of that mall.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's very
That's-
true.
I mean, you know, that's fucking. In a way, you had the experience that everyone thinks they're gonna have when they move to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the thing is like, and I was shown these kind of things at 18, and
Yeah.
like my family's history too. Like, there's a million stories like that in my family. You know what I mean? Like my grandparents, like they had to fucking when they were in the former Soviet Union, like they had to make illegal moves
Oh, yeah.
just to be able to have money. Like
Yeah.
you know, they were living in the Soviet Union, so. My grandpa didn't want to go, okay, my kids are going to be just as poor as everybody else. Like, he used to fucking smuggle shit through
Right.
military thing. Like, it was crazy, the stuff they would pull. So there was always that. And I remember when I told my dad, I was like, yeah, I'm like playing cards underground. Like, you know, you being a fucking flashy 18-year-old, you want to brag.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're being a fucking idiot. He's like, you're
Yeah.
being really fucking stupid. He's like, because we used to run schemes like that, and I know who you are in that scenario.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
mark.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, then you hear those fucking stories at the same time.
And then you're like, but Dad, they don't deal me back or
Yeah.
whatever. They
Yeah.
keep me out. Dad, but they kick me out every night. They go Lev's out.
This is the TV show premise, though, guys.
Yeah, I already pitched it. They said no.
I still want to watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
Who is they? Fuck them.
no, exactly. Double that. Here,
Yeah.
get a new, cash in a new grand.
yeah. It's
Do it again.
I submitted. Nobody cares about this, but I submitted a fucking almost a pilot that's very similar today. So we'll see what they.
Ooh.
Where
exciting.
can people find you online? What's your Lev site? Your Lev site.
Yeah.
What's your Lev site called?
I'm mostly on Instagram. It's LEVFER. You can find me on Twitter and all that too. I have a podcast called Young Daddy, YUNG Daddy. It's twice a week. And got some great guests on there, so you should check that out. And when is this coming out?
Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
No, next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, so all my shows will be done by then. So that's pretty much it. Instagram and the podcast.
Cool.
Yeah, go see Lev. Go follow Lev. He's got crazy stories. He's also got mad crazy jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, and he's a true young daddy, but doesn't have any kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Not yet. I think I might be sterile, dude. I mean,
And God bless. You know what?
I've
That's
had a
another
big
good
year.
thing. It's another good thing the Russians did for you.
Yeah.
You always sat on a fucking titanium or like a uranium
stool.
rod.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, check
Oh,
out
yeah.
Lev. He's the best.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having me, man.
Oh my
Indeed.
God. Thanks for that amazing story.
Anytime.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Lev, Lee,